I'm recording.
Everybody started the recording? Okay.
Started.
All right.
Yep.
We're going to do the same thing as last time.
Boobs.
Boobs.
Tits.
Very good.
Breasts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode 26 of the Kiwi
What was
Bird
that accent?
podcast.
Mere moments later.
Yeah, we
Only
decided
moments
to.
later.
Oh,
They didn't have to know that.
we broke the
They
fourth
did not
wall.
have to know that.
Or did we?
No, this is a different recording.
I feel like I'm being-
Woo!
From
I
a
feel like I'm
week
being gaslit
after.
right now.
We came back in time. Woo! So what are we talking about this time?
You know, I'd like to. I've got something a little I find pretty interesting. But there's this little community. You know how like there's some religious communities just decide to make their own little gated communities and just live away from the rest of the world. Well, we got that in America. We got that here in New Zealand too. It's called Gloria Vale. Yeah,
Gloria
it's,
Vale?
it's just that they're
Who's
basically
this
just
about?
Christians, and it's just usual. Up, we're away from the world, just do our own thing, that sort of thing. Blah blah. All our higher up men just routinely molest the women. It's typical Christian gated community things.
Even
Okay,
they
let's
have a
not go
website.
there.
No, this one makes sense. I'm on their wiki page right now, and the second category is public apology.
Okay.
So this group is definitely not the same as like other Christian. What are they called?
Collectives or something.
Anyway,
Communes, something like that.
Communes.
yeah, that's a good word. I was gonna say, fuck, it's a word that means like kind of
Uh,
isolated. But don't worry about it. It's not.
Compounds?
I'll probably think about it later. That works too.
I was gonna say, yeah, it
I
seems
think
like
he's
it's
got- yeah.
commune.
I think these guys are
rather
basically
than a
just cult.
compound.
On May 27th, 2022, Gloria Vale's leadership issued a public apology for various sexual and child abuses and labor exploitations that occurred within their community. The leadership claimed that much had changed at Glory Vale's following the resignation of the previous leader and founder in 2018. The leadership agreed to allow young people to make decisions on whether to continue living at Glory Vale or moving out once they had matured. To address future sexual offending, the leadership established a child protection leads team that answered directly to Arunga
Good enough.
Tamariki, the Ministry of Children. The leadership also claimed to have developed a new child protection policy which encouraged members to report acts of abuse to the police. Child Protection Leads Team and Oranga Tamariki. They also claimed to have restructured their business operations to allow parents to spend more time with their children after 3 p.m. And then on May 31st, two senior Gloria Vale leaders, Fervent, Steadfast, and Faithful Pilgrim, resigned from their positions as senior community leaders following the public apology. Steadfast had previously served as Gloria Vale's financial controller and had been accused of mishandling employment issues within the community. Pilgrim had previously served as the principal of Gloria Vale Christian School until his resignation in 2020 for failing to protect pupils in his care. So these people, I guess, at least they came clean about it.
I guess
Makes
so.
sense.
I suppose, yeah.
It's not right for them to have done it, but at least they apologized and said that they were going to do something about it. But yeah, they have a lot of.
Oh yeah, and they also
allegations.
let a Down syndrome girl die, choked to death or something. I think that no, they locked her in a closet and then she just choked to death on like something. I'm not sure. Happened a while ago.
Do any of you guys watch Wendigoon?
Yeah, I tried to watch
Yes.
one of his videos, but I just I zoned out.
I feel like if I watched him, I would just like manifest a Reddit account.
Wendigoon, he has a lot of good content though. A lot of just cool stuff, I think. He had one on this cult. I forgot the name of it. It was, fuck. What was it called? Man, I don't know. It was about this guy who lived in the woods in Canada, and he brought a bunch of like women with him and a couple guys, and they basically he basically just abused them the whole time, and it was kind of a similar story where shit was just messed up. But that's all I really know about cults, is that usually the leader is pretty bad. And
Here, I got something perfect for this.
Is it the Anthill Kids?
yes, that's
I think I'm
Ant
familiar
Hill
with that
Kids.
story.
Yeah.
It's a really neat
Yeah, go on.
story.
Here's it seems like this is just a
Look
little
in
relevant.
my eyes,
Just-
what do you see? You see, that's the thing though of that song. You see, you associate it with the cult, but me as a wrestling fan, that's CM Punk song.
I mean, I see it as an entire song about beware the cult of personality, because just because somebody can say something very nice and good doesn't mean that their intentions are always going to be pure and get
I
you
know,
the exact
but
results
to
that
me,
you
it's
want.
just CM Punk.
I'm looking through that link that Jacob put in chat, and at the very bottom it says "No turning back."
Okay, I looked through
That's
it. I
kind
did
of-
not notice that.
Look at the very bottom. It just says "No turning back," and then it has a quote from the Bible, which is, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." And I'm just thinking, like, ugh. That feels like that should come straight out of the Diablo games, not from a not from a, like a business.
Yeah, I feel like
page.
fashions.
Like, okay, it's for their purpose. That quote sounds good, but saying "no turning back,"
Yeah, I feel safe. I feel
it's
safe.
not
Do
appealing.
you feel safe with that statement, guys?
No.
Oh, what was? Fuck. Hold on, you guys keep talking. There's a cult that I need to look into.
'Cause,
I emailed
just-
a cult
just-
once.
What? Just that quote. Just that line, Matthew 16:18, is it's a good thing of saying where you go, your faith shall keep you safe. And that it works. But putting "no turning back" makes it look like we are putting you at the wall. You will stand guard. You will defend.
They took this from you.
No turning back. You
Yeah.
come here, you're stuck here.
The "no turning back" part makes it seem like they're prepping to usurp a government.
I wouldn't be
or cause
surprised.
a coup.
Fuck. But if they try and make New Zealand fucking New Gilead or some shit, I'll be like, no, sir. You're gonna have to get through my sheep. Not that I have any sheep, but that's beyond the point. Oh yeah, you didn't do
Dead
them.
sheep.
Sheep are cool. You ever seen a sheep, David? You haven't? Oh, okay.
No.
Well, they're basically they're like these white animals, and they get a load of wool on them, and you have to shave them, and you put them to make beds. Yeah, it's
That's
crazy, isn't it?
fascinating.
It's almost as if they were created just for us to be able to,
Oh wow!
just to be able to, make our beds. Isn't that insane?
Got that
the
sheep
shaker,
shaker.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Family International.
I'm
Does
sorry, we're
anybody
talking
ever
about sheep
heard of
now.
that before?
Nah, jokes.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was
See, we've discovered something. Omni, if you'd like to look in the reference channel, I get it. I get why people think
What do you get?
of New Zealanders the way that
God
they
damn.
do.
I'm sorry. Ooh.
Stop.
Oh lord.
So there's a hold on. There's a song I want everyone to listen to. I think I could turn on my shared screen.
Or hear me out. You link it, and then we just watch it later.
Well, I want to
Okay.
listen to it now, but
Logan does not fear copyright.
I can link it. There's
That's my
no
main
way,
thing.
There is no way
I
this
know.
is copyright.
How the f-
Copyright.
Okay. Well,
I'll link it. I'll link it. It's called Kathy Don't Go 666. And so Family International was a huge controversial cult way back. I say way back, but it was really 10 years ago. Actually, yeah, it was about 10 years ago. Just because of this weird they had like this weird sex.
As most cults do.
Their cult was, their let me look up their wiki. Yeah, this is the one I emailed because I went through a kick where I wanted to grab like as much religious things as possible. I even emailed the Church of Scientology for their packets and stuff. I got it. I have on my bookshelf, there's a package of genuine 100% real Scientology like information. It even has like the return letter that I could send money and get more like their books. Because they on like half of the pamphlet that I read through is telling me to give away these pamphlets to other people and buy more pamphlets to give to people so that everybody can be saved. And then I also have another pamphlet from a like Christian denomination cult sect where this guy had taken a real picture of an angel, quote unquote, and that means that he is the return
that makes sense.
of Christ. I love collecting these things. I have like I think 85 chick tracks.
I do not
Do you
know.
guys know what those are?
Yes.
Okay, I own 85 of them, and they are sitting on my library. I have 2 bookshelves, and I'm about to get a third because they are full. Like
What was his
books.
name? Is it Philip Chick?
Yeah, something like that. I don't
Philip
remember
T.
his name.
Chick, I think is what it was.
The idea is that each chick track is a little like comic book about a Bible verse, and they're all stories. Now they're pretty convincing. They're pretty good, I gotta say. When I read them, I think, wow, this is really neat. It's informative. But I have a lot of other different things there too. I have like 5 books on different Buddhist sects
Buddhism is a very fascinating religion.
and denomination. It is, I will say, Buddhism and Hinduism both. Anyway, but Family International. I actually learned about this one from the official podcast, the critical one. Because they talk about it in one of their earlier episodes, and I went, "Huh, I wonder if I could get information."
What's
from
up,
them."
guys? It is Critical. I'm here to
So,
tell you
what-
about this new cult. I shit my pants.
That's pretty much it. Was it?
Oh, sorry. It was
Hello.
Jack.
Jack off.
Jack Chick.
I just knew that his last name was Chick.
Yeah.
So
Chick Tracks.
Family International went like above and beyond to translate everything they've ever written into just as many languages.
How
as
inclusive.
They can. So one of them, or on their homepage, it says, "Who are we? The Family International is an online Christian network of individuals in 75 countries committed to sharing the message of God's love with others." And then it's pretty much all. They pretty much boil it down to what every Christian thinks. But what I emailed them to figure out if I could get pamphlets or whatever, they told me that everything was on their website and that they didn't need to send me anything. Okay, that's fair. But here's the countries that they claim to be in: Africa, America, Central America, North America, South America, Pacific Asia, South Asia, Central and East Europe, and Western Europe. And they have a whole tab for children where it shows exactly what the children are taught and everything like that. Let me link you guys this real quick. Cults are something I find really interesting.
I should be in charge of a cult, to be fair. I think I deserve it. I think I deserve
you
my own
deserve
cult.
it? When I was picking my major for college, I almost picked theological studies.
Right, let's
just for this reason.
let's just start a Kiwi Burgers cult. I think it's high time we do something like that. I think that's the best course of action.
Yeah.
New faction, the Davidians.
For fuck's sake, we've already had we can't do a civil war now. We only just started.
Hey! But here's the difference. I'm not in Waco.
Oh, okay.
There has only been a handful of times that I've ever gone on to, what's that streaming service? It's not HBO Max, it's Hulu. That's what I'm thinking of, Hulu. I went on Hulu once recently to look for a horror movie, and I found this one that was just Jonestown, the
nice.
shitty remake. It was such a terrible movie. Oh my god, it was awful. The first half was miserable because it was made by Vice, the news company. The whole movie was made by Vice.
Usually they make banger content, so that's surprising.
So there was this commune, right? And our guys spent 25 minutes talking about why do they have guns? Why do they need a gun for? Am I in danger? And why do they have guns? The whole time. And they were even told it was for their protection because they didn't know who was coming after them. Which is fine. Whatever. But they just kept hyper fixating on guns. Machine guns. Why do they have machine guns? And I'm thinking, you should have just gotten over that by now. You saw them for a couple of minutes. But it was just Jonestown, just shitty. Sorry, go on.
Speaking on horror movies, there's this movie. I don't know if it's out yet or if it's coming out, but let's just take a look at that
tagline. We can't all die
tagline.
first. That's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny.
That's
I like that. Allow it.
That is pretty funny. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, we should
comes
go
out
watch
this
it.
week.
We should
Jacob,
all
come
go
on.
out and watch it.
I don't think it's going to theaters.
It says
I think
in
it's,
theaters.
Straight to.
Then why does it say in theaters June the 16th?
No, it's from Lions. It's from Lionsgate.
Yeah, and it also
should be
says in
theaters.
theaters June the 16th. So
It does say that those exact words in theaters June 16th.
I don't know why every time I looked it up, because I didn't look at all the smaller details. I just liked the fucking tagline. Every time I looked it up though, so far as it just kept looking like something that was gonna come out on Netflix or Hulu or something.
Yeah.
I do want to say something about Vice. Now you mention it, they make some of the greatest fucking videos ever. Some of their videos are good, but the actual news articles just get weird.
Yeah, a lot of big. I learned that a lot of big news channels, they do news terribly, but they're other stuff like food or travel.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah,
That's
and Vice is the ones where their drugs, they got drugs, people just some guy going around just trying out drugs and shit. Yeah, it felt
Vice used to be cool.
I'm pretty sure.
Vice used to be the people that we're gonna give you the news that no one else is willing to do. So they went to dangerous places in the world, people that places that were in the middle of a coup or a war, and they'd report from there, or they'd go meet with major cartel or criminal organizations and get information on them, talk about them. Or they do crazy drug tests where it's for the sake of just giving you information, I'm gonna put myself up to go on an ayahuasca trip. And now it's just wasn't it Vice? No, it was. Never mind. That was a BuzzFeed thing. I was thinking about is a hot dog.
Is it a sandwich
argument? But that's basically what.
No,
Vice
I want to know.
does now.
Is it? I thought it would be a sandwich, wouldn't it? It's something between two bread. It's not a taco. Fuck off. Yeah, but tacos aren't meant to look like that.
It makes way. Okay, how is hot dog not a taco? The bread is a U shape, and the filling is on the inside.
They're circular. Hot dogs are less so.
So is
hot dogs. Okay, both hot dogs and tacos are V-shaped.
Why?
How?
All right, let's see if I can find the specific.
Don't pull out the diagram. That diagram's shit.
This diagram's pretty fucking good if you ask me.
We'll post it and I'll tell you what's up. That means burritos are sushi.
No, because it's open at two ends. Burritos are a calzone.
I refuse to believe any of this.
Depends on how you fold it, though.
That is true.
I'll make a statement. I believe you guys are incorrect.
That's what?
I do disagree with you on the hot dog and taco. They are a hot dog is a taco. Why would it be a sandwich?
It's on bread. It's just.
But as the chart, there's many different. Not even this chart being correct. Just there are many different things that are on bread that are not considered sandwich.
I'm looking at the my local theaters, like what they've got playing right now. I don't know if I'm gonna see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if I'm gonna.
I don't give a fuck about Spider-Man, so I'm not gonna see it.
I do want to watch it, but the thing I hate is the amount of spoilers people are already discussing.
Yes, you would put that in the topics.
Movie,
What do you think?
The movie just came out not that long ago. There needs to be a sort of a period where you just don't talk about it, or at least hide the fact that you're talking about the spoiler parts anyways. I'm seeing spoilers about it left, right, and center, and it came out like 2 weeks ago. Give it like a month to 2 months at, like, minimum.
See, I haven't seen any spoilers from it, but I'm also not on places of the internet where that usually talk about movies. So, or like
I'm just gonna go into the GIF search and type in Spider-Verse and see how much from this movie.
Do you guys have you guys been hearing the
There already in the first 4 GIFs that comes up is a fight scene.
Have you guys
from
heard
the movie.
that apparently that the girl in it, apparently she's actually trans or something? Like, I don't know if it's like confirmed, but like a lot of the fans are just saying, oh yeah, this guy's trans or this girl's trans or something.
Oh, you're talking about they're saying that in the movie
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen is supposed to represent trans. I don't believe that. I think they're trying to
like, because the best I can say is like she supports him because it's like, I think if I remember correctly, the pin that has the flag on it, it's on her backpack or something.
Yeah, she has like a flag in her room that says like support trans kids. That's like it.
I think a lot of people don't realize that there's a difference between being and supporting. Like,
Yeah.
I am a straight cis guy, white guy that supports gay people. Even like I'll go as far as to say that I support like the non-binary and the kind of gender stuff, because it's not my place to tell people what they should do. But I think that the second somebody shows support and you label them as that, that's damaging. Because then it's, well, then that puts people into a radicalist view of, you either are in support or you're against and not.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with like with people pointing out like people in history or in books and shows where they're erasing like camaraderie.
Yeah.
Like just being like true friendship is borderline a relationship, but it's the thing is you got to remember is that there's no sexual desire there, so their sexuality doesn't even come into play. Exactly. Like that's what it's turned to. Is so like
wait. Do you mean to tell me, David, that you do
like,
not want to kiss your homies goodnight?
No.
No.
That's not
It's a
good
perfectly valid question.
Because it's like, I'm not just gonna do that.
The fuck's wrong with you?
I could make a transitional joke from one topic to another, but I'm just gonna not do that. What do you guys think of the Transformers Rise of the Beast movie?
I think it's gonna be good.
Gonna be like,
I refuse to talk about this.
does anybody still like?
I plead the fifth.
Does anybody still like look forward to Transformers movies, or are they just
no? I look forward
another
to it.
one
I'm looking
coming
forward to
out?
it. Like, I liked Bumblebee.
I have no
Neuron
qualms or problems with this film.
Neuron activation.
Oh my
I
god,
have
the
a problem
cyber scene
with
will be
Transformers.
insane.
I will say one thing that I don't like about it so far, and it's mainly just because they cast Pete Davidson. I just fucking hate that guy.
Who's he dating now? Who's he dating
Who's
now?
that guy?
Pete
I
Davidson.
don't know.
What's his name?
The guy who stole Kim
Davidson.
Kardashian from Kanye, and then Kanye West turned into a Nazi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'd
get
turn
it.
into a Nazi
Okay,
too
yeah.
if I fumbled
The guy
Kim
whose
Kardashian,
dad,
to
like,
be fair.
I don't think I've. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've enjoyed many movies.
I don't think I've
he's
ever
been
seen anything he's in, to be fair, so I guess I'll give him a chance.
I don't think I have either. Now that I think about
That's
it.
weird. You know, actually, no, this
Anyway,
is another thing I want to say on that note, because I'm not going to lie, I don't think I've heard of Pete Davidson until I found about him dating Kim Kardashian, which really pisses me off because it seems like every day a new celebrity just shows out of nowhere and has apparently been a thing for a while. I'm like, dude, you were spawned out of nowhere. Stop lying.
Pete Davidson actually started out doing bits online. I don't remember where it was, if it was YouTube or anything like that, because he did like these videos, like the creepy younger brother.
He did. That's him.
Yeah,
No. Really?
Wow.
Damn.
I didn't realize that was him.
The more you know.
pretty sure it is.
I really liked those videos only because at first I thought they were real because they were, you only saw one of them and it was just him doing something that I could see somebody doing. And then it became a character and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it now.
Interesting.
Right now, I have a problem with Transformers and I might get every Aspie on the planet like knocking at my door for saying this.
Yeah, you're in danger. Choose your words carefully.
I think the premise for Transformers is so fucking
What even is a premise? What the fuck?
Why can't they
Sorry.
just be? Why can't they just be something that somebody engineered up in a lab, instead of being aliens from this whole
Because
other
it's
planet? Right? Wouldn't it make
Robot
yeah.
aliens.
Wouldn't it make sense that a guy who was like super brilliant created all
But
of them, and then like
You know what else? That also makes sense.
what?
Robot
Alien
aliens.
robotic species. Yeah.
Huh? You
That
both-
alien robotic species also makes sense, so you don't have, because if you make it to where, if you made it that it was the invention of some brilliant mind, you would have to like explain the pseudoscience of how it functions. If you just say crazy advanced alien species of mechanical beings that can just take on the form of anything mechanical,
okay.
fuck it. You
Hold
don't gotta
on.
explain shit.
On top
It's
of
magic.
that, you say that they can. I've always been told they come down and they turn into a thing. Do they just
No, they can
permanently
change.
turn into that thing, or
Well-
just whatever suits them? Because I've never seen Optimus Prime be anything other than
That's
a
because you like 16 wheelers.
You know. But never
It-
once has he ever changed into anything more advantageous.
He
than a
doesn't
truck.
need to.
There's also the other thing is
Yeah.
that size does matter, because it comes down to I don't remember what the exact reasoning. I think it had something to do with like the power of their spark. They needed a larger vessel.
Yeah, but you could
Or
turn
it
into
just came
other
down to, like-
similar sized things as that would be better for you in a
And
scenario.
they do
Also-
show that.
If you remember,
They do show that because
Yeah.
like fucking Bumblebee, right? In the first
Michael Bay?
shit, I just went blank on his name. Michael Bay. The first Michael Bay Transformers. He originally he's the little dinky beetle, little junk car, and then Sam makes fun of it. Like, do we even have to? You could be whatever you want, and we have to roll around in this thing. So he messes with Sam, puts him in a dangerous situation, scans the new hot Camaro, and turns into that.
Okay.
So it shows like they can at will scan something and turn into something new. But I think it just comes down to it's like with any superhero, they have their identity and that's what they are. It would just kind of be weird to the viewers to see
Yeah,
them
like, it's
constantly
iconic.
change. Now, in different iterations, like in different like comic runs or shows and stuff, if they had them change, yeah, they could do that. But I
Yeah.
think it's just the iconic design
yeah, plus,
is what
if you
gets
remember
them.
at the end of the 80s Transformer movie, where Hot Rod becomes Rodimus Prime, you watch him like grow in size. I guess the Allspark does need a big vessel, so that's why he like sizes up.
Okay, I'm not very well versed.
I
on
just like big
Transformers
robots
lore,
fighting
but
each other, so
when it was
that's all my stock.
No, I agree with you. I'm on the same page. I think
you're
the
not
fight
supposed to
scenes
think
are
too hard on it.
fantastic.
It is a kid
Yeah.
show.
I just think, why did you have to have this elaborate backstory when it could have just been like,
Because, like I said, if you put the elaborate backstory in, you give just enough information. You no longer have to explain anything from there on.
Also,
out.
you just don't need to think
I
too
also
hard
feel
about
like
it.
it's weird that when big robots always end up to animals somehow. I think of Power Rangers. They had those big Mighty Morphin Power Ranger bits where they would turn into their own like mechs and then like combine into a big mech.
Zords.
They,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zords.
yeah, I fucking loved them. They
Zords that
Yeah.
get together and become a Megazord.
and then they said, all right, what can we do? Animals, and now there's robotic animals that they got to fight and team up with, and that's
Well,
really
it's
cool.
because the thing with the Power Rangers is every different run, like each new team,
Yeah.
they had a different theme.
What's your favorite Power Rangers team?
I know. I thought it was funny.
Do you guys have a favorite Power Rangers team?
No.
For me, it's kind of the one that I remember watching the most was
Oh, yeah?
Ninja Force, because I watched a lot of Turbo and
Oh yeah, no. Mine was Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder.
what? Oh yeah,
Speaking of Dino Thunder,
No.
we are wrapping up. Very quick, very quick. These episodes are man, I got lost.
yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, you know, I guess it just kind of depends on what this
Yeah.
conversation we get in on. So I guess if we want to leave it off, nice wrap a bow on the Power Rangers thing. Everybody go and listen to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers theme song because that
Amen.
shit still goes hard.
I absolutely agree. We will see you all in the next episode.
Bye.
Let us know what you think. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're doing
And
that
kiss
now.
your homies goodnight. Unlike David, this fucking
Kiss your
psychopath.
homies good night. Goodbye.
Yeah, good.
You're gonna make me cry. I come when I cry.